Back out in the polytunnel after a brisk walk, hence the rosy cheeks. It's very chilly out there, and I'm about to plant some onion seeds. If you'd like to join me on this growing journey, then keep watching. Today I'm planting onion seeds out in the polytunnel, and I have two types here. I have brown envelope seeds onion Elsa Craig, which circa 1887. How amazing is that? These have been around since that long, and we're now hopefully going to get to try them. A sweet onion with golden skin and a round bottom. Sow in early spring and transplant when they're 20 centimetres apart. So it's telling us on the packet what we have to do. This one here, James long keeping onion. So sow January to March in trays or modules with protection. So they have protection from the polytunnel. These are going onto my heated bench, which will be at 18 degrees. And because we've got a real cold spell of weather coming for the next week or two, I'm going to just keep them covered with a little bit of fleece, just to give them that extra little protection. Onions can be bought from sets in garden centres and online, usually from around March time. You get red onions, white onions, golden brown onions, all kinds. The great thing about buying seeds actually and growing from seed is that they tend to be more resistant to bolting, so that means that the plant will try and put all its energy into making a beautiful flower instead of putting it into creating a lovely big onion bulb. So the seeds will give you a bit of protection from that. The sets are more prone to doing that. Also the seeds, you get more choices on variety and sometimes less likely to pick up diseases. The sets are very simple to do. You just literally buy a bag, get the soil ready outside and plant the set. And all you have to do then is to just keep it weeded. So if you do that around April time, you'll be harvesting them. You'll be harvesting your onions about August, and you know that they're ready when at least 2/3 of them, the leaves are brown and they're wrinkly and they look dry. You can also get autumn seeds or autumn onions, autumn sets, and those you plant around September, October, and they tend to be Japanese varieties, Japanese overwintering onions, and they often grow very well for us here up in the hills too. So here we go. I'm just going to open the packet, and I've filled up my tray and carefully open this. Onion seeds. One of the lovely things about seeds is, you know, when plants are related, their seeds are often very, very similar. So you can see here, whoop, these look like chives, they look like leeks, they're very similar to all their relatives. And I'm just going to grab maybe 4 seeds and just put them in the top of each module. Now when this is done, I'll water them, and I'll be making sure they don't overly dry out over the coming weeks. I'm not going to go near them with water for the next few days with this minus temperatures forecast, but I'll be keeping a check on them and watering them as necessary. When I was in college studying market gardening at Kildalton there, one of our practical sessions, Katrina and I were working away in the big greenhouses, and one day we planted over 7,000 of these. So it's something that I have memories of my college days. The biggest trick for me is going to be labelling these correctly, because I do have a tendency to forget or not to label, to move things around, and then I forget what I've planted where. So I'm going to stop. You'll notice at the moment I still haven't pushed these down. I'm just going to hold off for a moment. I'll be writing in my diary what day I sowed these, what the weather was like, what the temperature was like, the fact that I put my heated bench on, and that I covered them in a fleece just to protect them. So without glasses, it's actually very hit and miss whether I'm putting 4 seeds in here or 6. The reason I don't push them down until the end is because at the moment I can see where all my seeds are. You can see that. As soon as I push them down, they vanished, and I wouldn't know if I'd got seeds in there or not. These seeds are very tiny, so they need light to germinate. So I'm only just covering them over here. Last year I tried doing this on my windowsills, and to be quite honest, it was a disaster. The cats kept knocking the trays off. I couldn't fit a tray like this on my windowsills. I have much bigger modules. The plants were leggy, and it just really didn't work. So I made a decision that if I couldn't do it in my polytunnel in a tray, a modular tray like this one, then I would buy sets. Finally, I'm going to water them. So I'm just going to... Because I didn't water before, there is a chance that as I water, the seeds will pop out. So I'll just keep an eye for that. Nope, they all look grand. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you've got any questions, please don't forget to drop them in the comments. It's always great to hear from people. And I hope the videos are of help. And if they are, please like and subscribe. Thank you.